Good morning, I'm Kiran Raj. Welcome to the online classes on problem solving using C. Today we will discuss about execution of the C program in the mobile application. I have installed different mobile application to execute the C program. I have already sent the link to the coding C, but today I'll be going to use the mobile C because of certain advantages in the mobile C. For example, I can create the new folder and I can save the files, which was not possible in the coding C. So I'll directly open the mobile C. At the top of the screen, the leftmost one will be used to create the new file, and the next one will be used to create the new folder. At the beginning, you can press on the new folder and give the name. For example, first BCA, give the name to the folder. So I'll do that. So I'm creating the new folder and I'm giving the name here. After I do that, I'll create the file where I can execute or store my program, or I can write my program. So just click on the leftmost one and the file will be created. And since you are going to execute the C program, the extension, file extension will be .c. So I'm going to create hello world. So this program is mainly used to print hello world. So always the first line, it would be starting with the header file. So I'm going to include the header file, hash include stdio.h. After that, I'll be directly coming to the main section and how to write the main function void main, but this one will not support void main. So you have to write into main because mobile C assumes that main is going to return some value. Even though it is going to return nothing, it is going to assume that it is going to return some value. So you can have the int main and at the end of the program return 0 main function. So I want to print the hello world. The cursor will be indented by the compiler itself. Printf hello world. As I already mentioned, you have to have the return 0. I'm saving it. It will ask for save changes. You can just click on yes or Y. Now you can directly run the program by clicking on the run, or else you can use this play button also. If you click on the play button, it will directly go for the run. So that is how the hello world got printed. See, this is how your output will be. Hello world is printed. Now let me use /t. What is the use of /t? It will provide the tab, right? Again I am executing, saving and executing. So see here, it has provided space, 4 to 5 spaces provided. So that is the use of /t. Next I am going to use the /n. So when I use the /n, that means it is a next line. So /n and then you have the /t. Okay, I am again going to save it, then run. Okay, slash n, then slash t. Slash n, that means next line. Then the slash t, that means hello world. So it has provided the 4 space, then printed the hello world. Slash n, next line, slash t, 4 space, then the printing. Now let me reverse that. First I am going to have the slash t, then I am going to have the slash n. Then what will happen? When I do that, the slash t is provided in the first line only, right? Then the slash n, that means it is directly coming to the next line, and hello world is printed from the starting only, okay? No 4 space or no tab is given here. Let me again have another printf statement here, and let me see how it is going to work. Let me have something like printf, hi, how are you? Now execution, even though I am having the two printf statement, that is hello world, and in the next printf statement I am going to have the hi, how are you, and in the first printf statement I had slash n hello world, right? So slash n, so I have one space is given, sorry, one line is given, then the hello world is printed, and hi, how are you is there in the next line, sorry, next printf function, but it is going to print in the same line. So let me say that I want to bring that down. How to bring that down? Let me have the slash n here. So it will come down. See, it is going to come down. If I am not giving slash n, it is going to stay there only. Now see here, I have provided the slash t in between hi and how are you. So it has given 4 spaces, or the tab spaces provided. Now let me show how the comment is going to work. In the comment, I am going to mention what is happening in that particular line, right? Particular line. So what is happening in this line? I am going to just print a hello world, right? And single line comment is always going to start with the double slash, and comments are not taken by the compiler, right? So even though I have the prints statement, it is not present in my output screen, right? So let me have the multi-line comment also. Multi-line comment, you have the, it will be started with the slash star, and it is going to end with the star slash, right? So multi-line, that means when I want to have the 2 lines of the comment, then I can use that, or 2 or more lines of commenting or instruction, that time I can use them. So here, the comment is not taken by the compiler for the execution. So let me have another program. So again, I'm going to press on the leftmost one. So I'll create the another folder, sorry, program for adding of 2 numbers. And you are going to have .c extension. So I'm going to add 2 numbers. First, I'm going to have the header file. So I'm going to have the stdio, so which controls standard input and the output. Then into main, so main function will be there. So afterwards, I'm going to have a and b, because a and b will be storing 2 variables, and I am making the declaration a and b because they are of integer type. Sorry, I am making the declaration of a and b as integer because they have to store the integer type value. Then afterwards I am going to use the printf statement to ask for the 2 new numbers. So I will be taking the input from the keyboard using the scanf statement. So since it is integer type, I am going to use the %d, as the conversion specifier. So percentage D and percentage D, because I have A and B, right? Afterwards, comma, then and A and B. So I am going to mention where you are going to save that, or where you are going to save that particular this one value, right? Afterwards, I am going to do the calculation. C is equal to A plus B. I have to print the output, so I am printing the output, the value of C or something like that, or you can have the result also. Percentage D, what you are going to print? I am going to print a C, okay? Afterwards, return 0, and then I am going to close the program, right? So let me try to execute it. Now, if you see here, I have not declared C, right? So it is giving me the error message. What is the error? Use of undeclared identifier C. Okay, it is also mentioning what is that, right? So it is mentioning error is created. So I'll solve that. How to solve that? Let me declare what is C. C is also of integer type. So let me save that. Then let me run that, enter two numbers, 4 and 6, the sum is 10, right? So you can give here run again, so it is going to run again, okay? What I want you guys to do is, in the constants, variables and the data type series, and the operators and expression, there are several programs are there. So I am going to share the PPTs with you. Please take those programs and try to execute it, because computer programs, you will understand them more when you try to execute it, okay? So in the programs or in the slides that I have provided, I have used void main, but instead of void main have the int main, okay? And at the last have return 0. Thank you.